Hello everyone, welcome to Artya Learnings, and in this video we're going to see how to create a dynamic data table from an array of string column names. So we're going to have a user defined column names, and then with that string of array we're going to declare convert that into a data table with the column names as a user defined using the VB.NET code. And before going to that, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please consider subscribing for more videos. And if you like this video, please give it a like. If you have any other doubts, do mention them in the comment section below. So what is the usual scenario is whenever we use a data table, whenever we want to create a data table or we use a data table, we usually build a data table first, and then we will try to use that particular data table in the remaining phases of our process. So but instead of doing that, you can create a data table whenever you are required with a certain headers, and then you can input the data to that particular data table. So in this video we can see how we can create that dynamic data table. So we can use if you say we have 20 rows of data, and then with to one person you need to send 10 rows, and the other person you need to send the other 10 rows. So if you declare a single data table, then you need to again filter that particular data table to 10 columns, and there's 10 columns. So instead of that, you can directly declare two data tables which contains this column of array names and this column of array names. So we will see how we can achieve that. First thing we need to do is we need to declare an array of strings, the user defined column names. So let us consider this as a column array, and then we need to declare the values. So let me make this as a name, email, and then phone number. So these are the three fields that I'm going to insert into a data table. So let us change the variable type to array of strings here. So the column array is done now. So we need to write a code. So we will invoke code activity so that we can able to write the VB.NET code here, and make sure the language is VB.NET. For the out of the inputs for this invoke code activity is one is the input array, the column name array, and the output which we get is a data table. So first one, let us create a data table, output data table here, which I call it as dynamic DT, which is dynamic data table, which is the output of our invoke code. So let us make this variable type as data table. So this is a data table, right? So we need to make that as a data table. The arguments here is one is column array. So let me make the same name, and the type is array of strings. So make that as array of strings, and then give the column name array, and the other argument is out data table, and the type is data table here, and this is a dynamic DT. So we are done with the arguments now. So let us see the code now, how we can actually write a dynamic data table. The first thing, we need to initialize the data table. For that we will use dim. We are making this as a table, and a table as a new data table. It will create a new data table for in the code to store that particular data and give us the data table as an output to the data table. Now we need to declare this array of column names. So we will be using an array of string column names, and this array of column names as a string. If you want to initialize an integer values, then you need to mention it as integer here, or you need to mention it as a double, then you need to mention it as a double, or this is a variable type, which is a variable type that you are going to take in that particular array of strings. And what is the array of strings for this is the input argument is column array. So let us search for the column array, which is here, which is column array, and we declare the column array. So we need to loop this particular array of strings. So for that we will use a for each see column. So we are taking it as a column, not columns, which is a column, and the column is a string, right? On the string of array, the column is a string in which it is in the columns. So as a string in the columns array, so which is in the columns. So we declare the for each now as a column, every column in the columns, and we need to insert it into the table. So we need to write a table and we need to make this as a column. So table.columns.add, and we need to give the value which is column here, and we also need to mention the type. You can see here the function which is data column collection dot add the column name. We already given the column name as string here, the column name as string, and the type as a type. And what is the type that you're gonna get from this is only a system string, right? The string of arrays. So we will get this as a string. So get type is string. If it is an integer, then the get type is integer there. And we need to iterate it back and forth. We need to iterate it with the loop. So we will use next. After each column, it will loop back to the for each. And after that, we need to assign this particular table to our out argument, which is out data table equal to table value, which contains our data table. So we are assigning that table value to a data table output value. So let us click on OK and see whether there is any other errors in the code. Otherwise, we can proceed to see the output of that particular data table. So there is no errors. So make sure you mention the column name get type and the string array string, and this is a string array. So we can, and the main thing here is make this out data table as an output. If it is in an input, then you don't see any output data table value for us. It will not show you any data table value. So it is an out, and click on OK. Now we will take an output data table activity to show you the output data table and a message box as well. And the message box as well. So the input for this output data table activity is a dynamic DT, and let us say this as dynamic data table. So let us give the name dynamic data table. Let me save this and execute this so that we can see the dynamic data table here. The code is started now. You can see it is started. Here we can see these are the column names which I have given as a name, email and phone number, and it is name, email and phone number. So it is a dynamic DT. So let us try to add some values to it. So if I click on OK, let me use a data row to add a simple column to this. Add data row, just a row of values. So let me use add data row, and the data table here is a dynamic DT, and what is the array of values? A name which is Aditya, and then the email aditya@gmail.com, and the phone number here is, so this is the phone number. So we are done. So let us verify this whether it is giving us, it is adding that row and giving us a data table output or not. So you can see here it is added the name field to the name and aditya@gmail.com to the email, and then the phone number to the phone number column. So this is how you create a dynamic data table using VB.NET in UiPath Studio. So let me show this code again. So let me zoom it a bit. Zoom this a bit. Yeah. So you can see this code properly. And this is the code that converts a data table, a dynamic data table. So if you like this video, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please consider subscribing for more videos. And thanks for watching.